Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? I have like a two-part video on this Friday. It's like a weather update and also sad news in the world of syndicated TV, at least for me. As far as the weather goes, it was weird because this is the very first day in a while that it's been in the 50s now. It got the high was 51 today, Friday, because whenever I went on my vacation, it started getting record lows. Like it was like in the 50s and 60s and stuff like that. And then it started to get really cold. I mean, really, really cold, like in the single digits. Yeah, right around zero. And then in the teens and the 20s. And then, it got really cold and it was still snowing somewhat. And then, because usually the way it's been this winter is it snow for a couple of days, then it warm up and melt, and then it get cold and it snow for a couple of days. But we had like record highs. Like in February, the 2 days in February, we had the record highs since they started doing weather temperatures like in the 80s. I mean, in the 1880s in Erie County, like one day was 70 and the other was 77, and then last year, the day after Christmas, like 63 degrees. And they had like a 58 or something like that in January. And it was weird because it got really brittly cold. And then that Monday night, it got even colder. And then it snowed. And it snowed all last Tuesday, all day. We got over a foot of snow. And then since that, it's still been in the 20s and 30s, maybe getting up to the 40s, but usually in the teens, single digits, 20s and 30s. And even though it's still really cold, the way the sun came out and was positioned, it would melt the snow somewhat. Hey, there's Maggie. It would melt the snow somewhat, and now I got thrown off by Maggie. It would melt the snow somewhat, but I mean, there's still some snow in the yard. But I mean, it's all melted now. But I mean, it's just weird. Now it's finally getting up to 50s because usually it would it'd be cold for a couple of days and warm for a couple of days, cold for a couple. But I mean, it's been like this for like 2.5 weeks, and it's been we had a lot of rain like Monday, but I mean it's been kind of dry. It's going to rain some today, but I have a feeling we're going to get hit with snow again, at least once or twice more. Well, anyways, that's it for the weather update. Now the thing about syndicated news, sad news about syndicated TV was, I have that thing on the MSN. And someone asked, is MSN still a thing? And I said, yes. I think it would be a smart aleck, though, but it's all right. They had a list of, of your favorite show getting canceled or renewed. And it was, over, 100 and some odd shows. And it was, a little quick thing. He showed, a photo and it said, this show is renewed or canceled, stuff like that. Almost every show was renewed, and very few were canceled. And most of the shows I never heard of before. But the two shows that were canceled, one I was a big fan of, and one that just surprised me. Well, the one that surprised me that got canceled after 7 seasons, I guess The Insider is getting canceled. Because usually I thought these Hollywood gossip shows like Entertainment Tonight and that had such a built-in audience they couldn't ever get canceled, or TMZ and stuff like that. I know that Eye on Hollywood show a long time ago got canceled, but I never watched it. I never really watched Insider. I know my dad did when he was still alive. He watched that sometimes. I watched Inside Edition. I think that was against Inside Edition, or it was on 7 o'clock on ABC, but after 7 seasons, it's getting canceled, would surprise me. Now, the show that really disappointed, saddened me. I mean, I was a little bummed out about. I was a big fan of the Celebrity Name Game. After 3 seasons, that show's getting canceled. The game show, hosted by Craig Ferguson. My dad was the one that told me about the show, and he said, boy, Jason, you got to check out this show that's Craig Ferguson hosts it, and it's these celebrities have to guess these names of different places, people, and different items and stuff like that. It's really interesting. And, I was surprised. The one thing that really killed it for me was they kept switching the times because it's in syndication. I remember, they were even showing it like Saturday night or Sunday morning, however you want to think of it. At 5 in the morning, they had 2 back-to-back shows on Fox 66. That was a good time to watch it. Then a lot of times I was at work, so I missed a lot of the shows. But they were on, and then they were on opposite Let's Make a Deal on Fridays. I'd like Let's Make a Deal too, But I was really disappointed. I know my dad would be saddened that that show's gone. That was a really good game show. I liked it real well. I don't watch the game shows that much anymore. But I thought that was a very good game show. And it's so sad that it is going away. And like I said, I was surprised since the Insider's leaving. But there you have it for my reviews of reviews. But I think about Weather Update and also Sad News in the World of Syndicated TV. I mean, I was bummed about Celebrity Name Game. I even reviewed it. I don't know if I reviewed it when my dad was still alive or after he passed. Let me see. Let me look it up. I even looked it up. And Tony made me a cool thumbnail for it, too. Wait a second. Name. I'll just look up Name Game. Because I did review it. Let's see how it did. I don't remember. I'm looking up on the video manager right now. Celebrity Name Game I did this back in March 7th, 2015. So, yeah. I reviewed it, wow. Yeah, it was still in my, that was still alive. So, I mean, I reviewed this like, wow, 2 years ago, believe it or not. Wow. So, I mean, I'm getting all sidetracked. But I only had 58 views and 2 likes. So if you get a chance, check out my review of Celebrity Name if you want to. I still think it's a good review. But there you have it for my thing about Weather Update and Sad News in the World of Syndicated TV. So until next time, bye, please. Take care, my Legion. I don't know if there was any other fans of Celebrity Name Game. I like the show, though. But like I said, it kept switching around. I never knew what was on half the time. That's a big problem. All right, take care, everybody.